galactic beginnings. I am universe and I am your source for today's video. We're gonna go ahead and get into the Kryptonite of the Royal Conqueror part 2. So we're gonna start this video off with a very short but simple quote. Bittersweets. This is basically one of those you are your own enemy type of videos. Bittersweet. If you break down the science of that, you know, from a deeper understanding, just saying bittersweet as far as your taste buds, look at it from a cause and effect aspect, meaning it start off bitter, but it will end sweet. Meaning the stuff that you originally start to enjoy, it might be bitter now, but it's best for you because it's going to get sweet later. Just like the old saying, laugh now, cry later. That's if you're not doing what you're supposed to. Going to the gym, being consistent, that's bitter right now. You don't feel like you done work 8, 10, 12 hours. You had to go grocery shopping, etc., etc. It's bitter right now, but it's going to be sweet later. Instant gratification is something that you got to rip out the soul of your conscious mind and subconscious. We don't want instant gratification. You want to fall in love with the painful process. You want to fall in love with the tedious process. You want to fall in love with perfecting yourself and the results that you get in life. That's what it's about. If you love, women, you know what I'm saying, and you be on quote unquote what people like to say demon time, you might want to get off that. Because your staff can and will destroy you, as well as, the people that you choose as your lovers, if you do have multiple. On your free time, when, you get off work or you have some free time, you scrolling on social media for 5, 6, 7 hours. That's going to ultimately put you in the regular category with 90% of the world. How can you get ahead? How can you become great? How can you be turned into a deity? How can you transform if you're doing what everybody else is doing? You need to start taking this time to learn income skills. No matter what it is. Sometimes it might be something that you might not be really too much into, but it's a skill that you took the time to learn that shows discipline and character on your behalf. This is the new mindset for 2025 and beyond. Whatever you do, your hobbies, the things you like, the things you dislike, etc., everything across the board. Is it kryptonite to you becoming your ultimate self or not? That's what you need to think about. Porn, the foods you eat, the type of people that you deal with, the type of people you're in relationships with, family, friends, the type of content that you even watch. So if you go on your Explore page on your Instagram and all you see is, females twerking, or if you just seeing a lot of people debating, and that's part of your reality. That's the realm that you created for yourself. You have terraformed your own acidic and toxic reality for yourself to reside in. Think about that. You're literally poisoning yourself and your reality. Get up in the morning. When you're on your way to work or whatever you're doing or whatnot, don't just, as soon as you wake up, go straight to social media, see what's going on, who posted what, etc., etc. Don't do that. What you should be doing is listening to classical music. When you first wake up, do some breath work. Get your breath, get your mind together. Get your mind and your spirit in line. You want to start your day off and your morning off being productive. Anything outside of that is going to add to the kryptonites that you're giving yourself. You do not want to become your own worst enemy. 9 times out of 10, people that have shortcomings, they are their own worst enemy. They done stab themselves with the kryptonite blade and don't even realize it. And this is going to help you keep yourself accountable as well. When you look at everything in your life that you're involved with, is this kryptonite? Or is this going to help me be productive? You really honestly have to think about that. We cannot continue to self-poison ourselves and blame everything and everybody around us. We cannot do that. That's not how you become a royal conqueror. It's bittersweet. It definitely is. Same thing with eating right. A lot of the herbs, the vegetables and stuff like that, and the way that you should cook it, with the seasonings that you should cook it with, sometimes it might not taste the best. You got, some people that could kind of finesse it and have it, taste in a certain way. But for the most part, at the beginning, it's going to be bitter. But later, it's going to get sweet. You're going to get used to that. I know when I became a raw vegan for about 2 months, the first 2-3 weeks, it was a little rough. But after a while, I got used to it. I started to fiend for that raw, organic taste. Anything that had white processed sugars in it, it gave me automatically migraines. It gave me headaches. So you literally have to look at everything you do. Is this kryptonite or is it not? Starting with your self habits, because a lot of people, we like to start removing people out of our lives and pointing one finger at them, but it's 3 more pointing back at us. Your reality don't change until you change. And eventually, everybody around you, they'll cancel themselves out. Because y'all frequencies will be bumping heads. Now, instead of, when you got free time, instead of, just playing the game 8-9 hours, you're reading books. You sharpening your financial literacy skills. You're going to the gym, or you going on walks, doing breath work. You write down affirmations and stuff. You polishing yourself to graduate to the next level. Don't become your own kryptonite. Appreciate going through the process. It's all right. All your goals and your accomplishments, you're probably not going to get all that accomplished within 1 year. It's cool. It's all right. That's where wisdom and character come in to play at. And those around you who's worthy, you could each one teach one. You could tell them, hey, I see that you making the same sacrifices I was on my journey. Do A, B, and C so they could save you some time and some headache and some heartache. Don't go left, go right. And it's going to make you more of a grateful person. But you got to have the first courage and take the first steps to identify what's kryptonite and what's not. Because in order to become a royal conqueror, you must conquer self. Then you can conquer your own world that you live in, your immediate environment, meaning, your place, or if you stay with other people, the house, etc. Your mind, it starts there first. Your body, it starts there first. And trust me, it's going to be natural selection. Whoever you're supposed to keep in your circle, they'll be there. The ones that's not, they will eventually just disappear. They'll fade away. But to sum it up, this whole video is about conquering self. That's how you become the royal conqueror. Conquering the bad, toxic, acidic, everyday needs and, the habits that you have, that you this self-destruction, and it's crazy because the first video that I dropped was called The Art of Self-Immolation. And literally, especially in America, 95% of Americans have been mastering the art of self-immolation. We literally been destroying ourselves mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. Slowly but surely. Some, faster than others, obviously. But this is how you become a part of the elite class. You have to learn how to critique yourself. You have to understand, I could always be better. I could always become better. And you always got to look for ways to be a better person. And it's not about being better than the next person. It's about being better than your last week's self, your yesterday self, your last year's self, your last month's self. That'll put you in a league of your own. And eventually you will find your quote-unquote soul tribe, which is people that you meet later on in life that you'll probably be closer with them than your own blood family. Excuse me. It goes like that sometimes. All the people that are the quote-unquote black sheep in their family, they understand what I just said. There's nothing wrong with separating yourself from family if they're not on the same frequency wave, because they will eventually hold you back and hold you down. And it'll be detrimental to all of the self-taught work that you put in, all the things that you went through to be on the level that you are now. So, looking at yourself as the royal conqueror and understanding the kryptonites that you place in your own life, that will help you 1,000,000,000%. Start with self. Once you clean yourself up, or you start cleaning yourself up and you being consistent with it, the stars and the planets of the universe will align. I will guarantee you that. But it starts with yourself. Look at the person in the mirror. I just wanted to drop that quick part 2. I definitely have a part 3 that's coming. I appreciate y'all for listening. Peace.